you guys? Welcome back to my channel, The Unpopular Party, hosted by me, Malik Taylor. And today we are talking about none other than Miss Natalie Nunn herself, the nasty Nunn. She is getting exposed again, which is nothing new. Every time I turn around, Natalie Nunn is getting exposed. But this time it's from some little youngin who said he had an entanglement with Natalie. Oh yes, I'm going to break down that whole situation. But before we get started, if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support you guys send my way. I really do appreciate it. We have a lot to talk about today, so without further ado, let's get started with this video. Now, let me tell you something. I don't know what it is about these last 100 days of the year, but everything is getting exposed. Every time you turn around, something deeper, darker, sinister is coming out about this industry. And is a lot of this stuff shocking to me? No. Because as someone who grew up watching conspiracy theories on YouTube back in the day, you know, the truth has always been in our face, but nowadays it's coming to a point where it's not conspiracy theories no more, it's mainstream media. I recently went out of town on a solo trip, I need a break. But the way my phone was blowing up from you guys, hey y'all, just sending me articles and stuff about this Natalie Nunn situation, I was like, whoa. As soon as I get back home, we have content for days. This situation is no different. This time we have this young man whose name is Thomas Grimes, to be exact. He recently came out the other day and was just stating how him and Natalie Nunn had this big entanglement. They had a relationship. They had a fling that lasted for a good little minute. This is what he stated in his Facebook post. I'm not gonna read all of it, just give you a gist. He basically said, so here's what happened with Miss Natalie Nunn. I met Natalie when I was out to eat with someone I thought was my friend. His name is Chef D. Put a pin in that. Basically what he's saying, he's out with his friend Chef D, and here comes Natalie. And he says Natalie pulled up to the table and instantly just kisses him on the face.
You're like, oh, why was you with Natalie? Why was you with Natalie, bro? I could've had any bitch I want. I don't know, that bitch is on my body. Like I said, the second she came and sat down with me and Chef D, she kissed me on my face. Like I was a fucking object. And my young ass liked it. I'm like, man. Hey, ain't no bitch never sat down and kissed you on the cheek.
Now, he states I should have known what I was getting myself into, but I was only 21. I was living a fast lifestyle, drinking, partying, etc. But he states after that whole situation, they dropped Chef D off, but Natalie Nunn insists that he comes back with her to her hotel room. She was like, you're drunk, you need to come back home with us. No, stay. He gives in, he's like, okay, whatever. He stayed and just, they had a night of lust, is what he basically says. He said the whole night they was screwing, touching, kissing. Natalie was saying, this is the best D I ever had in my life. I'm gonna leave my husband. In my lovely T voice, I'm gonna leave Jacob. I'm gonna leave Jacob. I'm gonna leave Jacob. So he says he has no clue what he got himself into, and after that, it's just when the full-blown situationship started. He said there was texting, they was sending memes to each other, and he said she started to get real invested, saying stuff like, I love you, and I got you, baby. He said it got to the point where Natalie would be taking flights to see him on the daily, because at the time she lived in Sacramento. Now let me also, I don't know if I put this in, if I was jumping in too fast, but this happened in 2021. Now he was 21 when all of this happened, and Natalie would be like, what, 36, 37? He says in his eyes, he was having fun. He never really had a woman take care of him. And like I said, she was doing everything, the whole 9 yards. But he said she got to a point she wanted more than a sneaky link. She was texting, it's like, I'm falling for you. I love you. I'm gonna leave my husband for you. And he said he was mainly just entertaining because he didn't know what to say. He's just like, I'm just here for the ride. But another plot twist happened in the story. He states that, you know, him and Natalie and Chef D was hanging out, but he said that he's also the cousin to Fly Tatted Sky. Yeah, put a pin in that. I'm gonna get into that. But basically, he said that they're in public and they're walking around and people are like, is that Natalie Nunn? She's not caring. He has him on his arm. She's showing full PDA. She's walking with him, holding hands with him. And he says he doesn't watch TV, so he didn't know who Natalie Nunn was, but he's noticing a lot of the attention that she was getting. Now, I have to interject real quick with that claim because you might not know who Natalie Nunn is, but at this point, you do know the perks that come with this because you're on a flight, you're on a jet. She's sending you money. If y'all follow each other on social media and y'all sending memes to each other, then you have to have some idea or some inkling of who this girl is. Now, was she that big in 2021? Not necessarily, because Baddies South has yet to come out, but Baddies ATL was coming out. But you might not have known who Natalie Nunn was per se through the lens of a TV screen. If a girl got it where she can fly to you daily on a private jet, at this point, you know she got some type of rank. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, back to the story. Also, before I get into that story, he did want to add that, you know, the husband pretty much knew what was going on. The husband did not care. He said Natalie would call him after she got done arguing with the husband. He could hear him in the background. He'd be like, you know, aren't y'all married? Ain't you gonna hide? She did not care. He said Natalie sometimes would even show Jacob, yeah, this is my new man. Jacob be like, okay, cool, get rid of this. Have fun. do what you do. The husband was just like, whatever. We're gonna talk about that more too. But he also started to say that like she was getting real, like, you know, how do you feel about kids? And that she would be telling him like, you're my daughter's stepfather. And then I guess he posted one day that he's kid free, and she was like, oh, you're kid free? And according to the messages, she was like, so what's journey to you? And he's like, you know, stop playing around, LOL. So this is when our HE double hockey sticks break through. He says, so we get to our next spot. As soon as we get there, I hop off the Sprinter and everything is good. But he said he's real big on energy. And when he got to this particular party, he just felt like the energy was off. He always says that like he's real big on pouring his own drinks. But they was like, insist like, oh, let me pour you up a shot. Let me get you a drink. Let me get you that. He was like, nah, I'm good. But eventually he gave in. Now I'm gonna pause the story real quick just to say disclaimer. This is for any future young people. Rule of thumb, never let nobody pour you a drink if you're not comfortable. Make your own drink. Just be like, no, I'm not drinking tonight, or you know, come up with some excuse. But if you don't feel comfortable, never take that drink. If you at a party, you made your own drink, keep that drink in your hand. Don't put that drink down, and then you're gonna go to the restaurant and come back. Let that drink go, get you a new one. Never put your drink down out your sight, because that's how people do put stuff in your drink. Always be mindful and cautious. I just want to throw that out real quick. Okay, back to the story. He said eventually he gave in and let one of them people give him a drink. He stays, so we get inside and they're trying to get me to take more shots, and then I see someone pull out something out his bed and stuff it in his nose and inhale it and pass it off to the next person. So he said he got mad, and then he said at this point he just started blacking out on everybody. He said he goes up to Chef D and be like, y'all drug me, y'all drug me. But he's telling everybody that he got, and everybody's looking at him crazy. They're looking at him like, are you good? So they let him get back on the Sprinter. And he said Natalie come in the car trying to kiss him. Be like, you good, calm down. And he said he just started tweaking. He said, I'm gonna tell everybody and let everybody know that you drugged me. So I guess at this point she mad, and she's like, okay, so that's how you wanna act. She got like 10 dudes to jump him when they got to the hotel. And that's what they did, they jumped him. He said he took a video of his face and the aftermath.
In Houston, Texas, and you're probably wondering why my face looks like this. And I'm gonna tell you, cause I got set up and jumped by your very own Miss Natalie Nunn.
So the aftermath to this, of course, Natalie Nunn and Chef D responded to this, but I want to get into something that I found quite interesting, is that Chef D actually DM'd him on Facebook. Chef D DM'd the boy allegedly, it's like, you wild AF for posting all that BS lying, bro, that's weird. He said, you're weird. Chef D said, no, you're weird, and you want to make money off Facebook, so you gonna lie on Natalie. That's lame, and that's effing with people's lives. Grow the F up and delete all that BS. You keep trying to get clout off of nothing. She had video proof of you scamming and going to the banks and all. Just delete the BS. You haven't been around us in 4 years. Used to screenshot fake checks and banks. You don't understand how big Natalie is now. This would not play out good. Whoa. And Natalie responded to this saying, I am so annoyed of people lying on my name for clout. Absolutely not gonna fly with me anymore. He said, Chef D, please get your ex-boyfriend who you brought around me sitting online lying and making up stories using my name for clout, but asked me to hire him as an assistant because he was tired of scamming in LA. Bank fraud and all kind of stuff. Once I knew about him, I simply removed him from around me. This was in 2020, and now the kid's making up rumors for clout. Get your ex-boyfriend, please, D. She said, this is exactly why I literally made my circle smaller and smaller. Mind you, drugs is even in my vocabulary. I honestly can't stand when people who don't know me say that I have never done. I drink and I just really started smoking weed. She said this random kid who's on Facebook was Chef D undercover boyfriend, but Chef D would bring him around me because he wanted to work for me in 2020. I'm really tired of clout chasing people taking advantage of how nice I am and just let people come around. This is why I've never been stand off, because clout is a serious drug. And then she went on live. She even brought Chef D into the principal office.
Don't believe the hype. Tommy, you a weirdo. Super, super weird. You're a liar. Everything you say is bullshit. You do hella drugs, all type of shit. You a bitch ass, bullshit ass nigga. And stop being weird on the internet, dead ass.
Story time, since everybody wants to be clout chasers on the internet and use my name. There's been a few stories this summer that are absolutely ridiculous. And I just feel like sometimes, D, I don't even feel like I need to address what's real and what's not.
For what?
Because it's just like, this is what they want me to respond. The clout. I'm not tagging his page. I'm not saying no names. What I know is that he came around in 2020. He was around Chef D. And how did you meet him? Sky tatted. And he came around and he was Chef D's boy. That's all I knew. Next thing you know, he said he was scamming in LA. He was making fake checks and cashing them at banks. And he was selling fake around LA. And He wanted a job. He was a fan of Natalie Nunn. So he wanted to work for me and be an assistant. So he was coming around with Chef D to like some of my bookings, like my gay club bookings. Pomona 340. He came to Anthony's club in Houston. And he was...
And then with the gay boys getting drunk and high and started acting crazy in the club.
He never worked for me, but he was around me because of Chef D. But I'm not blaming Chef D. The kid is a troll and a clout chaser. He's been doing this. And honestly, it's sad that clout chasing is at an all-time high. He's trying to say I DM'd him, but I could literally show my DMs with him in the next story post. Like, and I'm gonna cover up his name, but I've never responded to one message from this kid. And he was literally messaging me since 2021 or whatever. And no, I don't delete my messages. I don't have to do all that. I really don't give a f, you guys. The kid was Chef D's boyfriend at the time. D?
Yeah.
So, that's what it is. I can't make this stuff up. This is why, no, you can't come to the club with me. No, you guys can't jump in my black trucks. No, you can't bring a +1 around me. I don't know a motherfucker. Keep them the f away from me. So D, since you're in here right now, we're gonna start with you. Because you brought this kid who's on Facebook around me. I don't know this kid. Okay, he was around for like a month back in 2020 or something. He would come around, he would ask me to hire him because he was doing some type of fraud, fake checks, going into the Bank of America's and he didn't want to
change his life around. And that's what he came to me saying too. I let him rent my cars and all that. He crashed my Mercedes Benz and he ran off from LA and moved to fucking wherever he moved to. He's full of shit, bro. He's a lame, he's full of shit, he's a liar, no one do drugs, no one drugged him, nobody robbed him.
Wait, hold on. So, so he was your friend.
He was.
But how did you meet him? I just want to get the story clear.
This guy.
So you met him through...
Tatty Fly Sky.
You met him through Tatty Fly Sky.
Yeah, that's like a cousin or something.
Okay, so he came around and you were like, Nat, he's new, he's from New York, he's from upstate New York, he needs a job. Right? So every time he came around me was during my bookings at
clubs and gay clubs and Houston. He was around when I was around, but he's so weird because he didn't post no videos of me, but posted videos of you. Like
because I'm the cloud.
Yeah, I know.
Cloud. I get it. And as baddies keeps growing and as new seasons keep dropping and as little beefs between us baddies go. So I guess he's Diamond the Body's friend. I don't really know, and I don't really give a f. Your story's cap. You came around multiple times, yes, because you were Chef D's friend, aka boyfriend.
That's the only reason why he was around.
Now it's Natalie. Okay, like guys, honestly, like this is what they want. They want the clout.
You baby. And then she said, "This is how you know this is old. This is how you know this is old." She sends me a picture of herself after. I ain't delete no messages. I said I love you back. Shit, little young dumb nigga. I said it right back. Fuck you talk about? Ain't no shame in my game. Niggas bugging out. Any bitch tell me she love me, but I love you too, baby. Babe, I love you. You my everything. Where's Chef D? Where is he? She said I was only around because of Chef D, correct? So where's Chef D? I don't see him. Y'all see him? Does anybody see Chef D? Y'all on the internet saying that I did. Come on, bro. I play with y'all like that? Yo, Chef D. Chef D. Yo, Chef D. Where you at, buzzing? I don't think he here, y'all. Like I said, we went out the first night. We was fine. I'm pretty sure we fucked the first night. Second night we go out. We chilling, but we in Dallas now. And we like 40 deep around mad I don't know. So, like I told y'all, you feel me? The bitch used to bring me around. Like try to put me and throw me on the side. And I didn't care because like, I never cared about, you feel me? I'm chilling. Like, I play my role. I'm a great side. feel me, chat? I'm an incredible side nigga. Me and all my niggas is incredible side. Didn't know who to run to, what to run to, bro. You understand, bro? Y'all don't know how hard it is for a nigga to open up about some shit like that. Our own homies ain't know about that. The only person that knew about it was her. I got jumped by a girl that said she loved me. That's not fucking y'all up at all. I don't be about that shit. Well, I'm supposed to be so fucking tough, right? I'm supposed to be so tough, right? I'm supposed to be so tough, right? Because I'm a man, right? I'm supposed to just be hella tough.
I don't think niggas understand, like, have people seen, like, the after effect of people getting movie, like, the wrong shit,
like, bro, get it that fucks with you. Brain not fully developed. I'm already out here in the streets in Cali, nigga. I got no family around me. I'm running around doing any and everything. I'm drinking every day. I'm smoking every day. I'm making sure everybody else is good. And y'all niggas telling me, why didn't I speak up? You know how hard it is to speak up about some shit like that? I felt violated. You can't just say that in front of people because people aren't gonna know how to react to it. You feel what I'm saying? You acting like you got it. If they, what the f think they was gonna do to me?
We don't condone that.
Are you okay? But I'm a person, and y'all don't realize that. Oh, you just didn't. You chasing clout, you chasing money. Nigga getting money way before that was getting money. And way before that nigga D was getting money. I've been getting money. And I've been helping everybody get money. I help everybody around me. I'm there for everybody, but when I need somebody, nobody's there for me.
Now let me just say this, because I got a couple points I want to make with this whole situation. This is a story that could be believable to me, yeah. Because he had a lot of information and screenshots. You know, you might could be like the messages for fake, but girl, this video of y'all out and about, you know, at dinner, can't really fake that.
Oh, get your stuff done. Stop watching my phone.
But one of the reasons why I see the truth lies somewhere in the middle with this story, because it quite literally mirrors the exact situation that happened with Curtis. You know, for a long time it was speculation that Curtis and Natalie was dating. She used to be like, you know, I have a husband. But then it was revealed that Curtis and Natalie, they were in a little situation. They was kissing, they were out in public. She had him around when it was beneficial, and when it wasn't beneficial for Natalie anymore, she was, Curtis, you were never going to be Jacob. I took a break.
None of you guys are going to be Jacob. Okay. It could be a break again tomorrow. I don't know. I need a break. I need a break. Give me my space for a minute. Give me a break. I took a break. It's okay. 13 years in marriage. I took a break.
So that's one of the main reasons why I'm like, okay, I could kind of see how this story is a thing. And we all know at this point, Natalie Nunn and her husband, that's not like a real legit relationship. It's not a real marriage. If you've been following me on YouTube for a while, I've been clocking that here about how this is just an arranged marriage. This is just, you know, you here, I'm here, this is what we're doing. You know, they said the husband might be gay. Who knows? But obviously they have an understanding. They have a situation, so I can't fault them for that. He do what he do, she do what she do, and we all gonna be under this house. But I do think it's some truth in the story, but do I also call some BS in the story as well? Absolutely. You know, one of the main things I kept giving the side eye, he kept saying, you know, oh, I was young and I didn't understand what I was getting myself into. You know, we have to kind of like get past that narrative, because although 21 is young, you're still an adult. At 21, you know, you're old enough to get into parties, you're old enough to drink, you're old enough to do whatever. And at this point, at 21, although you're not fully grown, you still have enough cognitive skills to know right from wrong. You still have enough skills to know, I want to do this, I want to do that. Now, understandably, in your early 20s, you're going to make mistakes, and you can own up to those mistakes. You could be like, oh, I don't really like I did that, I regretted it, I moved on. And yeah, with Natalie being like 36, 37 at the time, I wouldn't see why she would want a 21-year-old, but it's nothing illegal of them being together. From what I'm seeing, especially if y'all sending messages and stuff like that, this is something that was beneficial on both ends. It was beneficial for Natalie because she was getting some good D, and it was beneficial for you because you didn't have to really like pay for nothing. It was flying you out, having you all these parties, y'all send each other money. It was beneficial. And then with him saying like, you know, he was living that fast lifestyle, that's why I tell a lot of young people, be careful, because there's a lot that come with that. You find yourself in crazy predicaments trying to chase after that fame, chase after that glory, chase after all of that perks and high-end stuff. As you see what's going on, the industry is not what you think it is. And trying to chase the bag, and this goes for my young girls and young men, trying to change the bag and think that flued out culture is cute, it has its downfalls to it. It has its sneaky practices to it. So I think this was just a young man who got caught up with a fast lifestyle that started to become faster than him, and now he feels like now it's the time to tell his story. Now the whole situation, that's a serious thing. And if that is true, that is messed up. But the way Natalie then was gonna plant the seeds of mistrust, it can easily be like, boy, when I met you, you was on You know what I'm saying? As you can see, that's their narrative. You was smoking, you was doing all this stuff, you was doing all this crazy stuff. And then the boy just started tweaking, claiming I ain't never, that's the narrative they're spinning. And you know, that's a situation I'm gonna walk cautiously on. That's a sticky situation because if that didn't happen to you, that's a crazy allegation to make. And if that did happen to you, that's messed up. It's crazy on both ends. But what I will say is, do I think this is gonna be in the final nail in the coffin for Miss Natalie Nunn? Absolutely not. This is really light work in comparison to the actual stuff that you guys are gonna find out soon enough. And Zeus is very smart. They have a very strategic way of how they kill and die down all the allegations. It's reunion season, so by the time they air what, the new reunion trailer or the new cast or whatever, everybody's gonna forget about this even happening and they're gonna move on. So it's interesting that you guys are waking up to how Natalie Nunn operate, but I feel like the rabbit hole goes so much deeper. Especially when he said he met through Chef D, Fly Tatted Sky is his cousin, Diamond the Body was at the opening, and this goes all the way back to like 2020, 2021. That lets you know all these people in the Zeus world, they're all connected, they all know one another, they all are doing the same type of timing. These people that you see pop up on these shows, they not just popping up for no reason. Some are, but majority, a good chunk of them, they have pre-consistent relationships. That's why I never understood why y'all go down there and make a freaking ass of y'all stuff at these auditions. And speaking of the auditions, it's weird now, the auditions are, if the auditions are something that y'all find entertaining, you know, I have to give you the side, and I have to feel like, you know, we're doomed as a generation, because it was literally disgusting. I could not watch the auditions. I saw the little clips on Twitter. I couldn't, because reality TV is supposed to be fun. It's not fun no more. You literally got these girls out here fighting and bleeding rings. Someone is gonna end up dead, hurt, or brutal, but they don't care, all in the name of chasing the bag, chasing the money. And as long as that ideology is still at the forefront, whatever Natalie is doing is gonna always continue to go unnoticed. And I'm gonna just leave it at that for now. But what do you guys think of this video? How do y'all feel about this whole Natalie Nunn and that boy situation? Do you believe the boy? Do you think he's just a clout chaser? Or do you think that Natalie was actually doing this stuff? Do you trust Natalie? Do you like Natalie? Put all your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will see you guys for more videos. Bye!